Hi, everybody. This is my cycle 3, day 4, Thursday, day 4. And first, I thought that I'm going to wait for the better day to talk, but then I thought, in my videos, I say, oh, I'm fine, I'm blessed, and I am blessed, enormously blessed. But I also have days when I am emotionally exhausted and yeah, just emotionally exhausted, just having weird dreams that throw me off, and during the day just start dragging the cycle, especially with this bag on me. That I'm it's a big bag. If you saw my previous video, you know that now I have a 48 hours chemo bag instead of 24 hours, which makes it twice bigger, twice heavier. So I'm almost immobile with it, and it makes it really kind of tough considering my personality of running around, and just emotionally start thinking it's only third cycle, not it's already third cycle, halfway through, trying to put those thoughts off and kick them out, praying. And I know it's temporary. I know I will get through this with you guys, and especially with the Lord, of course. I'll get through it, but it's been tough. This war is not making it easy at all, because it's at this point it just feels like there's no end to it, and my heart goes so much to the people of Ukraine and to people in Russia who are really victims to this mess. And of course my thoughts go to my mom, and will I ever see her? That makes it very hard, but yeah. So all of this, just having cancer, of course, it's not fun. And I'm doing okay, honestly, I'm doing okay, but I just don't want to hide that I do have days when the enemy is attacking me, definitely. And I will get through this, but pray for me, please. I guess my tiredness that sets in more and more pretty much all the time also kind of tires my mind, but it's all good. So I was thinking about, I was praying to the Lord to give me some thoughts, some spiritual thoughts to talk to myself and everybody about. And I was praying a week ago, and all he gave me is chains. Oh, by the way, do you like my nails? I'm trying to cheer myself up. My wonderful Giselle bought me some nail polish for my birthday, so I'm experimenting. Anyway, back to the topic, chains. And I was like, really, Lord? Time before you gave me the whole speech at 4 a.m. and I had to write it down. I was pretty much done, and now I have to deal with chains. What on earth am I going to do with that? So I started praying more. I started researching, and there's a lot of words, a lot of verses in the Bible, of course, about chains, about slavery, that we are slaves to our sin, and there are chains on us. And what I was thinking about is that just like with the sin, there are no big or small chains. There are no thin or thick chains. They're just chains. For each of us, we have our own chains, and they slow us down. They take us away from God. They bring us misery and anxiety. I can't say, oh, your chain is so thin, it's okay, you can get over it. But mine, look at me. No, everybody has their own chains. The question came up to me, your chains, my chains, do we chain ourselves, or do we let other people chain us? For myself, I was thinking, I do chain myself with not forgiving myself. The past comes up, and as much as I tell myself certain things in my life that I forgave myself, that I know the Lord forgave me, I still struggle sometimes with that. I struggle with anxiety sometimes, like today, for example. It's still a chain that holds me from being free. The chains that I would say others put on me is I've been always a people pleaser. I'm still fighting with that. I think I got better, but caring about what other people say. But it took guts. It took a lot of praying and starting understanding that if God is for us, who can be against us? So that would be something that other people put on me. What else? Another question came to my mind. Are we afraid to break those chains? Because when we break those chains, we have to change ourselves, right? We have to change our lifestyle. We have to change our mindset. It's going to be change in mine, in your life. And are we ready for this? We think sometimes that we got it, we can do it ourselves, but we're weak. We're just human beings. We cannot do it ourselves. And sometimes we need help of other believers who broke their chains, so they know how to do it, so they can help. But the biggest help we need, of course, it's our Lord Jesus Christ. If you think about it, most of our chains are spiritual, right? We're not good enough. We can forgive ourselves, like I'm struggling somewhat. Or we just think, I got this, which is a pride, it's a chain. Emotional chains, like anxiety, fear, depression. Mental chains, sorry. We're scared of people, what they think, what they would do to us. Maybe it's a boss at your work, maybe it's your surrounding, maybe it's your friends, maybe it's people in church. You just want to go with the flow. You don't want anybody to think bad about you, or you want to be first in something, whatever it is. Those are the chains that we need help with. But we ourselves, we cannot fight on the spiritual realm. We need somebody who can fight and who always wins in the spiritual realm. And I wonder who that is. You see my bright nail? I would think it's Jesus Christ. I think it's our Lord that fights for us always in those principalities that we cannot comprehend with our mind, but we know they exist. It's hard to deny. And that enemy is always trying to steal and kill and destroy. So we need his help. We need to come to him. But the other question is, if we even do come to Jesus for help with our chains, with whatever holds us from being free in him, do we let him take it off us and never come back to it? Or will we think, oh, it's too hard, or it's too much change in life, or I won't be accepted in certain circles? Would you put them back? Or would you let other people put them back on you? So that's when I say that there should be a change in the lifestyle. And it takes courage, it takes discipline, and it takes time. I don't think it's often that the chains would just fall down. I'm not saying God can perform miracles, but most of the time it's going to take time and patience to get those chains off, and don't let them, be put back. So that's what we need to focus on, changing ourselves, not others around us. Maybe they will change. Never know. Maybe they will change looking at you. You never know that you might be testimony for some other people. But don't let them torment you again. I'm talking to myself as much as to everybody else, because I still have my chains. And sometimes I come back to them and I feel defeated. I won't lie. And I have to get on my knees and pray and ask for God's forgiveness. And that's when sometimes I have trouble to forgiving myself. I'm like, how could I do it? This perfectionist in me. How could I step back instead of, I was stepping forward and I was walking fast toward the Lord, and then I made several steps back. And that's when these chains of unforgiving myself come through. But you know what? We can get through it. In Galatians 5:1, it says, "So Christ has truly set us free. Now make sure that you stay free and don't get tied up again in slavery to the law." In the historic context, it was written to Galatians who were abiding the laws of the, of the society instead of Jesus' laws, Jesus' commandments. So, but we also can say, don't get tied up again in a slavery of, or in chains to, and you fill the blanks, because he sets us free, but it's up to us. Do we make step back or we keep stepping forward? The goal is to break the chains with Jesus' help and not come back to them and not put them back on. I hope it makes sense. Let me show you my nails again. Bye.